Brazil leaving it late. Leaving it late as fuck. Brazil. Woo, Brazil. One of the favorites to go deep. Good Lord, they are going to struggle. They're going to struggle against tougher teams, bro. They are going to struggle with teams that have a little bit of quality going forward. Brazil. They only have Vinny, it looks like. It seems like they only have Vinny going forward. Anybody that sets up defensively with a deep block, sets up a deep block against Brazil, it looks like they ain't got nothing for them, bro. Moments of brilliance only. And it looks like the only brilliant player up front right now is Vinny. He's the only one that's got anything going. Cunha don't look like he's got anything going. Martinelli scored the goal, but he ain't really look like he was getting in behind the defense there. Japan, good defensively, so unfortunate to see them go. I wanted them to go far. I wanted them to go far, man. I'm still hoping for a dark horse to win this tournament here. But yeah, I don't even have my. Hold on, let me just. Yeah, that's right. Your boy is Congolese. That's right. Yes, right.
Le grand monnaie R.O. Nathalie Bumba, zéro faute. Kaya Kaya Moucha. Joseph Berthier. Lucia Ibata.
So the late game tonight is going to be the Netherlands versus Morocco. But the next game, starting here at 4 o'clock, I'm probably going to have to watch it on the road, try to get this done pretty quick here so I can go do that. But we got Germany versus Paraguay next. Germany winning their group, collecting 6 points. Their only loss coming against Ivory Coast, I want to say. Yeah, Ivory Coast, I want to say won it late. Is that how that game went? I believe Ivory Coast beat them. And then they went on to beat Ecuador. Or did Ecuador's only win come against Germany? Don't really remember how that went. Yeah, no. Germany's only loss came against Ecuador. So losing 2-1 to Ecuador there. Beat Cote d'Ivoire. But yeah, Germany looking good. Germany playing pretty decent coming into this game. They did take a loss against Ecuador, but I want to say they rotated their squad. I didn't get to watch that game. I want to say they probably rotated their squad. Not really too much going forward. Germany as well. A lot of these teams going forward is tough. They're relying on, like I've said before, moments of brilliance and just their best players showing up and doing what they're supposed to do. I'm expecting a big game from Musiala here. I want to say he didn't start their last game. I'm expecting a big game from Felix Micha. Is that midfielder? He played well in the last few games. Germany playing off the wings. Their wingers haven't really done much. Havertz, I want to say, is still only, I don't know how many times Havertz has gotten off the block. I don't know how many goals Havertz has scored so far. But yeah, I got Germany winning this match. Paraguay haven't played very well. They did lose their final game against, I want to say they beat Turkey. Who'd they beat? Australia? I want to say they beat Australia in their last game. I can't remember. Guys, there's so much going on these last week. So many games going on. It's been a while. I didn't even get to talk about match week 2 or 3. Here we are at the knockouts. I mean, things are just flying by. So much going on last week. I do appreciate the energy in the city, the vibes of these games. Congo going through, bruh, it's been so much going on, man. So much. And this tournament has really been good. I think anybody hating on the 48 team format here, you either just don't like football or you've been watching all the wrong games. All the games you watched have sucked, but I've been watching all the right ones. All the games I've watched have been pretty exciting, I would say. Maybe outside of the England game, this last England game. Who'd they even play? I don't even remember who England played in this last match. It's crazy. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything going into this next round. But I do have Germany beating Paraguay. I think Germany are just going to be able to overwhelm them with their ball handling, with their possession of the ball. And I think they're just going to get enough chances to be able to put it away. I don't know if Paraguay has enough quality to survive an entire match. They're going to get a moment, much like this Brazil game. Brazil just having enough possession and just getting enough shots off to that one of them goes in. Because like I said, in watching it, they had nothing going for it. It looked like they had no ideas of how to pull Japan apart and create something, a team goal-wise. So I think Germany probably are a little bit, not better coached, but they've got a little bit more of a system, a little bit more of an idea, a little bit more of a structure going forward that I think they'll be able to exploit and do what they do and win this game. Netherlands, Morocco, though, I think that is going to be a absolute dogfight. I think it's going to be back and forth. I think it is going to be a game that the Netherlands control possession-wise, but I do think Morocco walk away with the win at the end. I think they just have enough defensive quality. They have enough experience in tough games. They have enough ideas going forward. They play well together. But the Dutch are not a team to sleep on. They have a philosophy. They have a system. They have put in goals in the back of the net. The Dutch are playing good too, man. They've got Denzel Dumfries, Cody Gakpo showing up. Who else is showing up? Gravenberch is showing up. Virgil van Dijk seems to nick a goal when they need one. He does what it do. I mean, Germany here. Brian Bobby is doing what he does up front. He's a little bit of a revelation up front right now. He's showing up, showing what nines can do. A good hold-up play up front. So the Netherlands, I believe, are going to put up a good fight. I think it's going to be close. I think this is probably going to be one of the better games of this round of 32. But I got Morocco. I got Morocco going through. And next after that is going to be Ivory Coast versus Norway. I'm going to go ahead and say Ivory Coast win. Yan Diomande just signed for PSG. He's got a move already based off his play in RB Leipzig last season and what he's done at the World Cup so far. Yeah, I think they're going to have enough quality going forward. Nicolas Pepe seems to be playing well when he comes off the bench. Franck Kessié is holding it down in the midfield. They've got another one of their midfielders that's been playing pretty damn good too. I want to say number 26. Listen, as long as Adingra, who got his chance and just whiffed it in game 2, I think Côte d'Ivoire have enough to do it. Norway played pretty decent in their games, but outside of Holland and outside Martin Odegaard, I don't believe they've got enough quality to compete with the Ivory Coast over 90 minutes. Unless they just come out strong, nick their goals early, and try to sit back, I believe Ivory Coast is going to attack. Their left back has been really good in a lot of these. Is it their left back or the Senegalese left back? I want to say it's their left back. Has played really well. Unless he got injured. I think he got injured in one of those games too. But yeah, Amad Diallo, I think Ivory Coast take it. I think they've got enough experience. They win tough matches. I think they take it. Next game is going to be France versus Sweden. France are legit, super legit. Mbappe is playing well. He's off the mark. He's got 4 goals still. I don't believe he scored in their last game. Dembele is now off the mark in their last game, picking up a hat trick, doing what he does. Now he's off the mark. Now that French front three is ticking. Olise has been playing well, controlling the game. They've got Kone in the midfield, Chouameni in the midfield, Rabiot in the midfield. Their midfield has done well defensively and going forward. I think France just has way too much attacking wise, and they play very, very, very well together. I think they've made it a clear case that they are here to win this World Cup, not just compete. I think they're going far. And Sweden, who've been decent in this World Cup, Isak, Gyökeres, playing all right, but when they come up against better opposition, they're just crumbling. So I think it's going to be much the same. I don't think they've got enough to beat France, even if they can put some points on the board. Upamecano, I think he needs to relax. I think he's playing with a lot of energy and excitement, and I think he just needs to play with a little bit more calmness, because I feel like he's going to find himself in a moment, and I don't want him to fumble it. I think he just got to calm down just a little bit. I can kind of see something there. Dumb yellow card, a rash tackle. Just relax, bro. Just play your game, do your thing. Stop trying to do too much, man. You've got a great attack ahead of you. All you got to do is defend and get the ball back. You know what I mean? Nothing extra. Saliba playing well. France playing well all around. Sorry, Sweden. I just don't think you have enough. Mexico versus Ecuador. I think this is going to be a fight. Ecuador, Moises Caicedo just got the armband. Haven't been able to watch a lot of their games, but they have been good on the ball when they do have it. Their defense is pretty decent. They don't give up too many goals. They played a good game against Germany, able to get the win. They played decent in their loss to Ecuador as well. In their loss to Ivory Coast as well. I remember that game. But yeah, I think that it is going to be Mexico that takes it. I haven't watched Mexico yet. I'm gonna go watch Mexico tomorrow. I'm excited about that. But yeah, I just think Mexico's on a roll, and they've got home team advantage. They're gonna play at home this round, and if they're able to go through, they're literally at home the next game too. I think that's gonna be super important. The hydration breaks, I think all that teams have gotten used to it. Players are adjusted to this format, even maybe the climate. I don't know. I think Mexico City, where they're playing, is a higher climate. My dad was telling me, so that might play a factor in these games as well. But yeah, man, I think Mexico are a dangerous team, and they're rolling right now. I see them getting it. I see this game being a 1-0 win for Mexico. I'm hoping for a 3-0 since I'm going to go watch it. But 1-0 is what I'm expecting. I think Ecuador, good defensively, but I don't think they got enough going forward. England, DR Congo. Woo! Listen, we did what we had to do in Game 3. Game 2, against Colombia, we played great defensively. My brothers and sisters, I watched this game. Yohan Wissa looked tired. Our midfield looked tired. Mutusami looked tired. Kayembe played well. This is in the Colombia game. Kayembe played well. Our defense played well. Wan-Bissaka played well. Masuaku was trying to do some things. But going forward in that game, we just didn't have enough. Bakambu's running around pressing, but when he gets a touch on the ball, he's giving it up. He's not holding it up well enough. Yohan Wissa didn't have anything in that game. Terrible performance. I'm hoping it was just that one game. Mutusami looked tired in that game. Midfield couldn't put passes together and get up the field. It was just an all-around bad game in Game 2. We played well defensively, so it wasn't an all-around bad game. But in a game that we needed a good result in, we took a loss, and it forced us into Game 3 against Uzbekistan. That was a high-pressure situation for us, especially coming off of that Game 2 game where it looked like we had nothing going forward. But there was some changes made. Mbuku played. I want to say he started. Maybe came on late. I want to say he started, though. Chipenga made his World Cup debut. He played well. So we had a little bit more attacking-minded players out there. And I think we're going to need to have that same mentality to be able to get something out of this England game. I believe England have struggled at this World Cup so far. Yes, they have good players going forward, but they can be gotten at. They were saved in their last game by Jude Bellingham. Harry Kane got one late. Congo defends very well. I'm not going to go out there and say this is a game that we can definitely go out there and win, but I believe based on the performances at this World Cup currently and the vibes and the way things are going, with 9 African teams going to the knockout stages the first time, one of them already getting knocked out in South Africa. Sorry for your loss. But yeah, man, the way things are going, AFCON, like I said, is showing up, showing out. People are behind it. The streets are behind it. People are really, really fucking with AFCON right now. So hopefully Congo, with good momentum, with the good vibes, with good energy, can and not go out looking sad. You know what I'm saying? I want a good performance. I want what this team has done so far has been amazing to see. I was definitely a non-believer by the time that third game came around. Not that I didn't think we could win the game, but I knew that we needed something going forward. And Mayele coming on, scoring a good goal, Mbuku scoring a good goal early, and then them taking it back. The refs were on some bullshit that game, but hey, like I said to my uncle during that game, if we score enough goals, they can't take them all back. And I believe that same situation can happen against England. You see what we did against Portugal. England, not much better than Portugal at this tournament, although they do have two talisman in a Harry Kane and a Jude Bellingham who's already shown up in the last minutes of these matches. So I look forward to this game. This is going to be the dog fight for me. I'm probably going to have no energy by the end of that game, but I'm looking forward to it. I think we can compete, and I think we can play well. So I got Congo going through just because I have to. I have to believe it. You know what I mean? I have to. So after the Congo game on Wednesday, we've got Belgium versus Senegal. I have absolutely no faith in Belgium at all. They look like they don't want to be there. They made a big deal about Doku going to see his kid play. I don't know what the fuck any of that is about. Yes, I do. There was a cheeky moment where Ian Dark from ESPN mentions that Ostergaard didn't go see his kid be born. Bro, we know what that's about. That's just a black man doing what he's supposed to, doing what he's thinking is right for his family, and white people looking to make a problem out of it. Honestly, it's that simple, and I'm gonna call it that simple because that's what it is. Going to see your kid be born, your first kid, I want to say, any kid that you have, it could be your 12th kid, it's your child. I think it's disgusting that media and people would come out and speak on something like that in such a way. You're speaking about human life being born so flippantly. Yeah, it happens all the time, but we should value it just as much every single time. It should never be, yeah, just another life was born. No, fuck that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, and that's what's up. That's what's wrong with our fucking society right now. We don't put enough value on life. Anyway, Senegal goes through. Not much more needs to be said. Sadio Mane, I believe in him. I think Nicholas Jackson still has a goal or some goals for this World Cup, or I'm hoping at least, man. Nicholas Jackson, I think he's a pretty damn good striker, but I need him to show it. I need them to put it on display. So yeah, I mean, lost their first two games, were able to win their last game. Senegal going in with better momentum than they started the tournament with. But Belgium is going to be a game. Belgium is not going to be a donkey. They're not going to roll over for them. But it is going to be one of those games that I just have all faith in Senegal and no faith in Belgium. If Belgium go through, I'd be very shocked. Next, we have the USA versus Bosnia. USA are rolling. They should win this game. They're a better team than Bosnia, just objectively speaking. But they have to go out and win. Just the same way Congo was in the situation where their third match against Uzbekistan. They had to win the game. This is the knockout rounds. It may look like a team should win on paper, but you've got to win the game. And I believe there are going to be some upsets in this round, and I'm praying it's not the United States. You've been playing well. Pochettino, I think, has coached very well going into all three of these games. He's rotated these players. They have and creativity going forward. McKennie has been playing balls over the top. He's been spraying passes. McKennie has played great. Tillman has played great. Balogun has played great. Pulisic, when he's played well. Anthony Robinson's played well. Our defense is looking good. Tim Ream continues to surprise me every time he plays. I don't know how a man his age with that little speed just is able to just be in the right place and play so calm every single time he steps out there. So this is going to be one of those games the United States is expected to win, but I need them to go out and there and win. Need them to go out there and win. They've got to get this job done. They're another team. They're going to have their support. They're going to have their fans, majority fans in the stadium damn near every game that they play. We need it. We need it to go out there, and we need them to go far in this tournament, and I'm looking forward to every single one of their games. Next, we have Spain versus Austria. Spain looking kind of tired going forward. They don't look like they have very much going forward outside of Yamal. I believe Nico Williams and Yamal are probably going to start this next game. They've both been coming off the bench. I want to say, no, Yamal started the last 2 games, if not maybe just the last game. I want to say he started the last 2 games. But he hasn't performed. We haven't seen a Yamal performance yet. Let me put it that way. He played good in his first game, starting. That would be match 2. But another scoreless game in their last game, or was it? Yeah, scoreless game, right? It might have been 1-1. A tie in their last game. They're through, but don't look like they have much going for it. They're looking a lot like Brazil, where they just don't have like a finisher. They've got the creativity. They've got, the Spain way of playing, that tiki-taka, that moving the ball around, doing all the things. But going forward, when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net, they don't look like they've got much of an idea of how to do that just now. Or at least it hasn't translated to the field just yet. But I do think they're going to win this game. Austria's played all right. Kind of a weaker group. They're in there with Argentina and Jordan and Algeria. That's kind of disrespectful. But yeah, I think this is where their run comes to an end. I think they could have gone a little further in this competition had they not played like a Spain so early. But like I said, there are upsets in this round, in my opinion, and I think this isn't going to be one of them. Spain go through against Austria. After that, we've got Portugal, Croatia. Now, I think this is where we get basically our first upset, unless you want to count Morocco against the Netherlands as an upset, or maybe even Mexico versus Ecuador as an upset. Personally, I don't count those as upsets. I think that's the way those games should go based on the way they've been playing and who's on the teams. But Portugal versus Croatia, I think Croatia have an older team, but they've got experience on their side, and they play well together. They gave England the game. They got the win against Ghana. I think they've got enough to push for a win here. Don't know if they are going to win. I'm going to say they lose, but they lose. I say Portugal win. But this is where I think we can get our first upset. I think Croatia have enough, and they haven't had a moment just yet. And they might, just slide through this tournament very quietly, just like they did in 2018, and get pretty far. And I want to say they did that in 2022. They just got pretty far. I want to say they made it to the third place, not by accident. They're not donkeys. They know how to play the game. But I do think Portugal do just have too much quality. Ronaldo, I expect to get a goal in this game. I think Martinez is just gonna give those guys more of an attacking approach in this game, and they're not gonna play as passively as I feel they've had. Another one of those teams, Spain, Portugal, Brazil, going forward, it just doesn't look that great so far. But with João Felix on the field and starting in these games, I believe gives them a little bit more creativity going forward. You take Bernardo Silva off that front line. He's the guy that's going to hold the ball. He's not going to try to get in behind. I believe João Felix, he's also going to try to play with the ball at his feet, but I want to say he can get in behind and do what he needs to do. Plays with Ronaldo at their Saudi club. Yeah, I think Portugal do enough. I think they just have enough opportunities going forward, and eventually they put in more goals than Croatia do. But I would not be surprised if Croatia walk away with a 2-0 win here, or a 2-1 win. All right, and then we got Switzerland versus Algeria. I got Algeria winning that. I think Africa just shows up, man, and that's all I'm going to say about that one. I didn't watch either of these teams in the last round. Don't know enough. Not even going to try to pretend it here. All due respect to the viewers from either one of these countries. I hope they put on a good game. Don't know if I will watch it, depending on what time it's at. But I do have Algeria going through. After that, we have Australia versus Egypt. I've got Egypt going through. I don't think Australia are intimidating at all. I've watched Egypt and play 2 games. They play all right. They can attack. They have players that can have moments of brilliance. Their number 8 is played well. Don't remember his name at the moment. I'm going to try to remember to put that on the screen. He's played well. He's got a goal. Salah got off the mark. Yeah, I expect Egypt to win. Simple as that. Argentina, Cape Verde. Woo, a dog fight right here. Argentina, we know what they're about to do. Dark arts. They're going to be stomping on players. They're going to be kicking players. They're going to have the quality. They're going to play amazing passes. They're going to get amazing chances. But for some reason, I just feel like Cape Verde are not here on some BS. And I think they nick 2 goals. I think Vizinha somehow shows up and is able to keep Messi out of the net enough. I think Messi does score 1 goal, but I think he does well enough against the rest of the team that Messi's singular goal is not enough, and somehow we either go to penalties and they win, or Cape Verde nick a goal. I'm going to say Argentina lose by 1, and they're out of the tournament right here, round of 32. The Dream Crusher, Vizinha, he shows up again. This is going to be one of those games, man. The hate watch is going to be real from the Ronaldo fans, depending on how the Croatia game goes. Cape Verde fans, they've made this team, Cape Verde, has captured the hearts of many fans across the world, and we don't want that story to end here at Bright Ideas. We don't want to see that story end just yet. So we've got Cape Verde going through, beating Argentina. Messi, I'm sorry. You've done well. You've inspired a generation. You've inspired several generations. And we might see you at the next World Cup. So maybe you'll get your second World Cup there. But this is where your story ends. Last game. Colombia, Ghana. Colombia looking nice going forward. Gave Portugal a game. Beat Congo and Uzbekistan. Put belt to ass to both of those teams. Colombia playing well. Ghana, not the same story. Not playing very well. We're able to... Did they beat England or kept a tie? I think they tied England, kept a clean sheet against England, lost to Croatia, won their first game. Yeah, man. Don't think Ghana wins this one. I think this is another African team that takes another loss here, and they're out of the tournament in this one. I've got Colombia going through. I think they've played very well. They're playing pretty decently defensively. Going forward, Luis Diaz is doing his thing. And they're playing well, man. I'm not even going to hate and try to do the AFCON thing on this one. This is real ball knowledge based on what I've watched. And I think Colombia are here on smoke. But I want Ghana to go through, but I got Colombia going through realistically. I wrote Ghana on the thing, but as I'm recording this, yeah, I've got Colombia going through, man, realistically. Super excited to watch these games this next round coming up. We're going to see some darkness. We're going to see some tears. Japan, your time here, your fans here, your people, everything about you we love here in America. We love it, Bright Ideas. And I'm a supporter of your team. I definitely wanted y'all to win. Played a good game. Just one mistake and they're out. And a lot of these games are going to be like that. We'll see what my results look like at the end of this round of 32. But I'll be back. Y'all like, y'all hype, y'all share, y'all comment. Get in the comments. Let me know who y'all going to win these games. Let me know who y'all think I'm absolutely wrong about. And let me know who's going to win this tournament at the end of the day. Yeah, man. We're about to see some shit. Let's go.